Hong Kong Chief Executive Carrie Lam has postponed her annual policy address until her trip to China. Lam's address was scheduled for Wednesday. However, in a surprise announcement, Lam said that she will first visit Beijing to discuss China's support for Hong Kong's economic recovery. The Hong Kong Chief Executive said that she will go to Beijing later this month and that she aimed to hold her policy address by the end of November. Lam will also visit Shenzhen, which will be marking the 40th anniversary of the establishment of China's first special economic zone. Lam said that she has not scheduled a meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping in Shenzhen. We are now being joined by journalist Alvin Loom from Hong Kong. Thank you so much for joining us. What do you make of this announcement?
Well, it's such a surprise announcement because it was only 2 days ahead, and we basically all geared up to have to cover this policy address. There should be major announcements on electoral changes, economic policies, and some of the livelihood measures. I mean, it's basically pushed back for 2 months towards the end of November. So it's quite a surprise. And it also means that from a bigger picture, that maybe that the Shenzhen's development might have given us some new priorities in a greater picture, as opposed to what Hong Kong. So Hong Kong's sort of wait and see what's coming up with Shenzhen's over this week and to sort of adjust to that.
Why do you think this decision to delay the address has been made?
It's not entirely clear for now because it comes as it coincided with President Xi's visit to Shenzhen, but I mean, it was not delayed for 1 month or 1 week or so, but it was delayed for an entire month. So there's a new negotiations that's going to take place, and Lam has promised more measures which will aim to surprise everyone. I mean, but it raises the expectations quite a lot if given that statement and given the duration of that new negotiation that should require takes place.
And also, has there been any response on this decision yet? Going forward, how do you see this impacting the course of things?
It will depend on the visit later this month to Beijing. I mean, it might have included on implications on the political and economic front. Economically, it's a way to see if there's more incentives, such as on the closer ties of both stock markets. Politically, it might mean whether there's a change in voting in Hong Kong residents who are in Guangzhou, Guangdong province. So it could mean quite a big change from a short-term and long-term perspective. And it remains to be seen what's Beijing's response on, I mean, what's policies lays ahead, and whether the place is more important now for Shenzhen over Hong Kong.
All right. Well, we will be closely tracking this. Thank you so much for joining us with all those details.